everybody. I'm just sharing the post. I know today is not a normal day that I normally go on. I normally go on Wednesdays. So, ooh, just testing it out. Yeah, so I normally go on Wednesdays, but yesterday, I was just too tired. I'm actually tired today as well. But um I decided I'm gonna go on today. So I hope everybody got the message and I hope everybody can join. Otherwise, it's just gonna be me on tonight. Um so hopefully everybody comes on. Otherwise it's just me talking to myself, which is fine. I guess I can just talk to myself. Um but I would much rather have people on. It makes it much more interesting, especially since today's topic, we're going to be talking about how to protect yourself from psychic attacks. Sounds much more violent than it really is, but it does happen. Um, Nobody wanted to come on and see me. Oh well, I guess you guys will just catch me on the replay. Um, Hopefully, some people can pop on. But it's been quite a week so far, and it's still not over. It's got some stuff going on, but I wanted to talk to you guys again today about. Hi, Diane. Finally, I have someone coming on. I normally go on Wednesdays, but today I couldn't come on yesterday, so I decided to come on today. So if you guys are just watching me, come on, say hi. Hi, Laura. Let me know where you guys are watching from. This is a really fun subject today. Hi, Kathy. Um, we're going to be talking about how to protect yourself from psychic attacks. Sounds much more violent than what it really is, but it does happen. And I've had it happen to me. So we're going to be talking to you guys about that. So, so while I'm waiting for other people to come on, I'm just going to start. Have you ever felt completely drained after being around certain people? Like no matter what you do, you just can't shake off that heaviness that you feel, the heaviness of the energy. Well, you might have been experiencing a psychic attack. And no, it's not as scary as it sounds. So, tonight we're going to be diving into what psychic attacks are, how to know if you're under one, and most importantly, 5 ways you can protect yourself. Hi. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Pam. Come on in. Welcome. We're talking about psychic attacks. I also have now, let me know in the comments, since we finally have some people that are watching. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly thought, oh my God, yuck? Like it doesn't feel, the vibe in here is completely off. Um, or so tell me, like, I'd love to know where the weirdest place that you've ever had felt that way. Because I've had a couple of different ones where you walk in and you're just like, no, I can't go in there. Um, it just, the vibe is weird. With me, the most weirdest one I've had, um, ironically, was okay, I don't go to a lot of funerals because I don't go to a lot of funerals. It's just kind of it's always, I used to deliver back a long time ago. I used to deliver flowers, and I used to go to the funeral home before anybody was there. So the funeral home would be closed, and it would just be me and the people that worked there. But because I was delivering flowers, a lot of times they would have me go in a certain different funeral homes that different protocols you would go in. And hi, Debbie, welcome. And I remember going into specific funeral homes and feeling like the vibe was off in there, and literally just dropping the the bouquet or whatever the flowers were here and going, I'm done. So I mean, yes, funeral homes are going to get some weird, you're going to get some different vibes depending on where they are. So, has anybody, let me know in the comments, have you ever been to anywhere where it's like, it's kind of a weird vibe and you just don't, like, I'm not going to go in that corner. I've also had it in a grocery store. And it wasn't like the whole grocery store, but it was a specific corner of the grocery store. I got to that corner of the grocery store and I went to go look and I was like, nope, not going to go over there. It seems it's just really heavy in that corner. Oh, in the crystal store. Yeah. You know what? I probably haven't have had it in the crystal store as well. I guess it all depends on who was the last I have a story about the crystal store. I went to a crystal store. Well, we need you at our store. Yeah, it was yours. It was yours, Krista. No. I went to a crystal store. I went to go get I was going in actually to get some incense, and I guess the store had its own in-house ghost. It had a couple of different ones, and I remember walking in. First of all, I couldn't walk in because apparently this spirit would actually bar the door. So you would get to the door, and the door would be stuck. You couldn't open the door, and to the point where the people would have to come, like the workers would have to come and open the door for you. It would be stuck. And then there was always one particular area in the store when you would go, you would literally feel the energy pushing you away, pushing you, and it would, if you wouldn't leave, you would get like a headache, and it was just, oh my god, it would just, and you would physically get sick until you moved away from that area. So, and it was always, the workers already knew, so they would notice the people doing that, and they would say there was a spirit, and I can't remember what the woman's name was that haunted that particular crystal shop, and certain people she didn't like in the shop. So apparently, I was one of them. Don't know. I didn't know. Didn't do anything to her, but she didn't like me there. Oh, and the bakery. Yeah, you know what? It probably was. So, Laura, you were in a funeral home as well. You walked in and paid me your respects and had to leave. Yeah, I've had that too. But sometimes it's not necessarily sometimes it's just the people there at their funeral. I've had that many times where I've just like boom and I've had to leave right away. And I don't go to many funerals because of that. Because you feel it as soon as you walk in the door, you get slapped in the face with it. That's how bad it is. So, so yeah, so that's great. So just a quick announcement that I'm going to do right now. So I'm announcing I've started advertising it. I have a VIP spirit experience. Beyond the Veil is what it's called. And this is actually just a small group. I decided to do a small group. It's going to be outdoors. It's on April the 26th at 6:30. So it's going to be cool. So hopefully we can build a fire and everything. And I've made it between 12 and 15 people. I haven't made it any bigger than that because that way it guarantees everyone gets a reading in the group. So it's just going to be a very small group. I've started tickets on sale. So you can get tickets. And it's going to be actually here in my backyard. So it's so tickets are already on sale. If you there's a coupon code that you can use. It's called Circle, and the coupon code is good until April the 7th, and you get $5 off. So and there's also something else that I wanted to. I know I've been talking about Women's Circle and a bunch of different things, but I've had to kind of split the circle because I can't do a psychic awareness circle where you learn how to connect and stuff properly in just a monthly thing. So I've decided to do another one, a different circle. What this one is only, it goes on for 5 weeks, and it's called the Evolution of Spirit cycle. And this goes on for 5 weeks, and this is a development circle. So 4 of those weeks are online, and the last week is in person. So you get to get to show both of them, whether you get to practice everything that we've been taught. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. You get the and On video, it's late. My brain is fried right now. So you get on Zoom, and then you also get in person as well. So you get to practice everything. So you get the last day, the last week is going to be great. So that's going to be starting to go on sale probably in the next couple of days. If you're interested in it, please send me a message to reserve your spot. All right, so let's talk about psychic attack. So, what is a psychic attack? This is the first thing we need to know. So, let's start with a psychic attack basically is when someone consciously or unconsciously sends negative energy your way. It could be through jealousy, anger, or even just thinking negatively about you. And before you panic, no, this isn't about curses or spooky movie nonsense. But energy is real. And just like we protect our physical space, we need to protect our energy as well. So, so has anybody ever felt that from someone where I've felt it? I remember being at the Michael's store and a lady walked by me and I felt completely drained to the point where I had to like hold myself up on something because I was going to pass out. And I knew exactly the person that did it. I had no idea who this lady was, but she passed by me and did this. We didn't even interact. So, has anybody, let me know in the comments if anybody has had that happen to them just out of nowhere. Um, and then I've also had other people that have intentionally done it as well. So, that's always a nice one. And if you're sensitive enough to the energy, you can actually almost pinpoint who did it. that's that's a pretty good one. Let me just look at the comments here. So just give me a thumbs up in the comments or something if you've had that happen to you. Or the better yet is if you even know who did it. Um, but we're going to go through signs that you're under attack. Yes, often have been wearing an evil eye necklace that broke and fell off. Oh, yes. There's everybody has different depending on how you grew up. Um, a lot of people have different customs, which we'll go through that on how to keep the evil eye. Because growing up, my parents, I mean, I grew up Portuguese, so we all know about. They used to call it cabrant. That's what it was in Portuguese, and then they used to call it the evil eye. So we all had like this particular stuff that we used to do. So we'll I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. Because when I used to tell my Canadian friends about it, they're like, I never heard of that. It's kind of a weird thing, but it worked. So so these are some signs that you might be experiencing a psychic attack. You feel exhausted or drained after being around certain people. Your mood shifts suddenly for no reason. You have random headaches, nightmares, or a string of bad luck. You feel like you're being watched or like something's off. Your intuition is screaming at you, but you can't pinpoint why. So, have you ever experienced any of these? Let me know in the comments. We're going to go through the different types of. Hi, Natalie. We're going to go through the types of psychic attacks. So, the different types of psychic attacks are you can get an emotional energy vampires. These are people who leave you feeling drained every time you talk to them. You had it a few weeks ago. I have too, actually. So you can get emotional energy vampires, people who leave you feeling drained every time you talk to them. Those ones you just kind of you have to avoid because those ones are some of them, some people actually don't know that they're doing it to you, but other ones they do. Jealousy and envy, that people know that they're doing. Jealousy and envy attack is when somebody resents you so much, their thoughts send bad vibes your way. And I know that we have all had that at one point or another. You also can do self inflicted attacks. Now, it's when you are your own worst enemy with negative self talk and doubts. So sometimes I've had people here that have come in, they're like, they keep talking to me about their curse and stuff, but then they talk about themselves like they're their own, like that they're worthless. So a lot of times it's not even someone else that's cursing them, it's them that's doing it to themselves by their own self talk, which is the worst thing. Spirit energy drain. Sometimes um, there's yelling in the background. I don't have anybody here yelling. Spirit energy drain. Sometimes spirits try to communicate, and if you're not properly grounded, it can leave you exhausted. This happens a lot if you're, especially if you're starting off, just learning how to open up and become a medium and talking to spirits and stuff. You can feel drained from that. Hold on a second. I think there's kids outside. It might be the noise you're hearing. All right, I'm back. My neighbor's kids are out jumping on a trampoline to be young again and being able to even get up on the trampoline. So, but like I said, a lot of times it's not necessarily an attack. It's just if you're starting to communicate with spirit, you're going to be feeling drained, especially since you haven't, you're just starting to work at that. So it can drain you, and you can sometimes only communicate with them for like a minute or so, but it does get better as you go along. So we're going to go through some practices to protect yourself from psychic attacks. So number one is energy shielding. I do this. I try to do this every morning. But I guess it all depends. If you work with a lot of people and you're constantly in contact with people, then and when I was, and I still am, I don't know what I'm thinking, but I guess I just do it differently than I used to. But I would suggest doing this every morning. Energy shielding. Every morning, you visualize a golden or a white light bubble around you. This is your energetic armor. So another way is to clear your space. You can burn some sage, Palo Santo, or incense to clear out the stagnant energy. You can also use sound like a bell or singing bowls. So you don't always have to use a sage because there's certain people that live in certain areas that they can't burn any incense. So I always suggest them using sound to clear out the energy. Another great thing that happens too, if you have something that you feel in your home that's a little off and the energy's a little off, I'll say invite little children over. Little children will bring the vibration up and will shift that energy in that room. So having them play in there and just, do their little kid thing, that also will help clear that out. That was another little trick that I've told people to do. So you have your whole kindergarten class over. That'd be fine. I look like I'm drinking moonshine out of this, but I'm not. It's lemon water. Another another one, number 3 is salt protection. So keeping a bowl of salt near your door or even a little pouch in your bag cuz salt absorbs negativity. The only thing with the salt thing is you do have to change the salt out because it does absorb, and after it's absorbed all that energy, it's useless now because it needs to. So I always suggest getting Himalayan pink salt or sea salt because it's more natural. And once you've had it for a bit and it's absorbed quite a bit of energy, then just put it back into the earth and recycle it and then refill it. Um, and that's what it's for. A lot of people will just put salt in a bowl and just leave it there. And then they're like, oh, it's not working anymore. Well, no, it did. It absorbed everything it could. Now it needs to be either disposed of, back into the earth, and then redo another one. Another one, cord cutting. I know a few people that have done this quite a bit. I've done it a few times, but there are people that do it a lot. Cord cutting. If you feel too connected to someone's energy, visualize a pair of scissors cutting that energetic tie. Release them with love and move on. I've had people that have done this with a few different people that came into their lives as friends and stuff, and they just decided that the friendship wasn't right for them, so they needed to get rid of them, and that was the best way, and it actually worked. Number 5 is grounding and spiritual hygiene. Spend time in nature, meditate, and practice gratitude. The more grounded you are, the less likely you are to be affected by negative energy. So, have you? Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these before, because I've tried quite a few. And which ones have you tried? I'm interested in knowing. Just nosy. I think I pretty much have tried all of them except for um, I don't carry salt around with me because I think I would be somewhere and I'd accidentally salt my food with it. And then that's a whole other issue. My cats are going crazy in this room. You've done the chords and the grounding. I've done the chords. Usually the chords is probably the most popular one. I've seen a couple different people use a couple different methods. This one's visualization. My cats are like, um, salt at the beginning of the month, wash hands with it. Yes, I actually have salt in each corner of my room of my houses. I sound like I have multiple houses of my house. In each room I have a little teeny weeny like shot glass of salt in each room, and it absorbs the energy, and I change it every every season. When the season changes, I go through the rooms and I dump the salt, and then I dispose of it, and then I refresh it again. Yeah, the cord cutting. I seen someone do the cord cutting with like this one's a visualization, but there was someone else that did a cord cutting with two candles on like a cord in the middle, which works as well. So instead of it's more visual, but I seen someone do that. Uh, I've never tried that one. I've always just visualized everything, which is just as strong. But yeah, I've seen the one with that would be interesting to do with the candles. So, all right. Well, just today's live is psychic attack. I just wanted to let you guys know psychic attacks are real, but the good news, you have total control over your energy. So start protecting yourself today. You'll feel lighter, clearer, and more at peace when you do that. So just start realizing what your energy is. And when you start to feel yourself a little off, or even if you start to notice that in someone else, know that they may be under a psychic attack, and that they may need to do some grounding or some salt baths or whatever it is, because it's your energy. So I'm gonna pull some cards, or if you guys got, do you guys have any questions? Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna pull some cards from my favorite deck. You think I would memorize this, but I don't. Because I don't. It's my favorite deck, but I don't memorize. This is like, this one's Angels and Ancestors is the name of it. And this background is not showing you anything. But yeah, it's called Angels and Ancestors. So I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. So let me know if you guys want a card. I'm also going to be back at Cooper's Hawk. Not this month. Yeah, we're in April, but probably we're cooking something up for May, which is going to be a little different. Um, it's going to be really like we're going to be working out on something a little different there, which it's going to be great. It's going to be something like a wine tasting with like spirit messages, but we're working on that for May, so hopefully. If you work with people all day, using salt should be changed daily. You don't have to change the salt, Debbie. You don't have to change the salt daily, because salt does absorb quite a bit. What I normally do is because when I used to work retail, I was around people all of the time. And any of the jobs I've ever had, I mean, even now I still work with people, but it's not in a mass um huge amount of people. So I went and changed the salt every day. What I would do is I would have the salt, and then when I started noticing the energy would shift a little bit, that's when I knew the salt needed to be changed, because salt actually absorbs quite a bit of negative energy. So it doesn't need to be changed every day, but probably once a week. Now if you work in a very 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 toxic place, then maybe, yeah, maybe you do need to change it more often. So, all right. So I'm going to I'll pull a card for Diane first. Okay, Diane, say what your card is. Keep in mind, I don't read oracle cards, so I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm just like so tired right now. But here we go. Um you're welcome. So you got Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. So let's see what this is about with you. Hi, Bonnie. I'm going to. With you, Diane, with Mother, feel. Oh, I need my glasses, girl. Because this is what happens when you get old. You can't read. Um, feel loved and comforted. It's kind of like, get the feeling where you're going through a bit of stuff there. You're starting to doubt um some of the relationships around you, and this has to do with that. It's like, just know that you're loved and you're comforted, and it's almost like recognizing the people that are not there for you. Um and don't be afraid to speak up and walk away from that. So I hope that resonates there with you, because I was going to read what it actually said, but for some reason I kept getting a different thing for you. So I hope that resonates with you, Diane. The next one is Bobby Lynn. Okay, Bobby Lynn. Let's see what yours is. Bobby Lynn. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. This is the one you got. It says grow within your current situation. If you've been, it makes sense. I don't know if you've been having some things, some changes that are going around you with Bobby. This is encouraging you to, you're going to have to be flexible with some of the things, some of the changes that are going around you. Because the more you fight, the worse it is. Um, it's almost like it's not something that's going to be happening forever, but it's just for now. And that's what I keep getting. So, and it's wise woman. So grow within your current situation. And that's what they're talking about. It may not seem like it's a good situation right now, but it actually is. You're just going to have to give it a chance. So I hope that that makes sense to you. You're welcome. Uh, let's go to the next one. Rebecca. Okay. So this is Rebecca. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Ooh. Stargazer, set your sights higher. You're cutting yourself short. I think this is Rebecca. Yeah, okay. That's great. This is for Rebecca. Rebecca, whatever you're doing, this one's like you need to. It's almost like reaching for the stars. You need to set your sets higher. You're selling yourself short with some of the decisions you're making. So, and some of them, it's like I don't know if it's financial decisions that you're making. So it might have something to do with the career because I keep hearing finances. But it's like you're gonna have to set yourselves like set yourself your sights higher um, with it, with some of the decisions. Don't sell yourself short. I hope that makes sense to you there, Rebecca. I know I had someone else up here. Kathy. Kathy and then Natalie. Okay, Kathy. Kathy. Retreat and recharge. You need to take some time and start and heal before you do anything else. So retreat and recharge. So be like a hermit. Do nothing for now, so that you can recharge your energy, and then you have the capacity to come out and do what you need to do. So that's for you, Kathy. Natalie. Next. I'm having to go up, guys. Okay, Natalie, here's yours. And if you guys are just coming on, um, like I said before, I have the VIP spirit experience, which is Beyond the Veil. It's a private one where it's only 12 people that are really coming in. And it's done outdoors, and everybody gets a reading at this event that I'm doing. And that one's on April the 26th, and tickets on sale on my website, psychicmediumbella.com. So this is for you, Natalie. Natalie. They have me go all the way back here. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Ooh, Natalie, you've been healing some ancestral past life things. So you've really been working through some of the karmas that you've had, that some of them were ancestral, but you've been really working on some of your karmas. So you're really starting to come out of that. It's almost like you had a dark time there for a minute because you were like stuck and you didn't know what you're doing, but your healing you've really done a great job on working with the karma and working through it and actually stepping into your power, and they're acknowledging that. So they're just continuing encouraging you to continue moving past these patterns of before, because you've done a great job in healing some of that stuff, but now you need to break out of some of those patterns that put you into those situations. Um, oh, you're welcome. That's great, Rebecca. Let me see who else is. Diane. Laura, this is for you. Okay, Laura. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. Ooh, this one. Laura, I don't know what's going on, but it's like you've been, it's almost like you've been a tough person. Like you've had to be tough for so long that now you're having a hard time letting anyone in, because you've built up this like wall kind of around you just as a protection. And now they're saying that it's time to drop some of those to let some people in, and let some other things come in energetically happen to you, because you're so used to, it's almost like you've protected yourself from something else, that you've kind of like shied away from something, and you just keep saying no, no, no. And there's certain opportunities that are coming up for you that you need to trust in them. And they understand that you had to put these shields up before and protect yourself, but now it's time to bring some of those down and start trusting yourself again, and start stepping into some opportunities that are coming your way. So that's for you. Laura. Hope that resonates there with you, Laura. Courtney, you're next. Oh, that's great. That's great, Natalie. Courtney, what does Courtney need to know? You know what's funny, Courtney, with you? I keep getting that song in my head. You didn't have to cut me off. I don't know why I'm hearing that. But Stag, trust and thrive. So I don't know if you've been having some trust issues, but it's they're saying for you to step into that and start trusting again. Like you've been having a hard time. If you don't, it's almost like you need to start opening yourself up again, because you've been having a hard time trusting everything around you. Because I don't know if you've just, there's somebody that's betrayed your trust, and now you have trust issues with everything. But it's like now, but not everybody is like that. So in order for you to move forward, you can't be suspicious of everything that's going to be happening, or not everybody has a hidden motive with some of the things. So it's like just use your intuition with that, and to go forward. So it's just kind of weird. Everything, when I started tuning into you, that's the one thing. It was like, you didn't have to cut me off with that song. And I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but that was the one thing I heard with you. So I hope that resonates with you, Courtney. So hi, Cassandra. Hi, Nicole. Oh, Krista, that's amazing. So you guys booked. Okay, let me look here, Laura. Oh, Danny, you didn't get a notification? I don't understand. I don't know. I hope I'm not too late to get in on this, but I really appreciate if I can please have a card. Okay, Dana, get you a card. Okay, Dana. Spring. See your seeds grow. That's funny. Have you been gardening actually right now, Dana? Because this is like, um, because I'm trying to tune in if what exactly this means to you, and it's like, have you started gardening? Have you started putting your garden in? Oh, that's great, Courtney. It does. So, girl, it's stuck in my head, Courtney. So thanks for that. I will try and get to as many views as I possibly can. Um, this with you, Dana, it's funny. It's more like gardening and stuff. So have it's like you need to start your garden and need to start, and it's a lot of it has to do with the stuff that's going on right now. So it's like start putting a garden together, and it's more like garden, putting in your vegetables and everything else. Um, to lighten the load, I guess, because this is what it is. It's a more about like abundance and putting your stuff, getting your seeds growing, and I'm just seeing a lot of vegetables and things like that. So that's what the message there is for you with that one. So I hope that resonates. It's just there's a lot of it's funny because with you it was just like, yeah, it's literal. Some of it's figurative, but this one's literal. Get your garden in. Okay, so let me go back. Uh, this thing is going so quick. Nicole, Cassandra. Okay, makes sense. Okay, okay. So you've never done a garden. Well, they're encouraging you to do one now. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one for Cassandra now, and then Jessica's next. So Cassandra. Cassandra. Have you been smoking, Cassandra? I don't mean to call you out, girl. Um, are you smoke? Do you smoke? You got the shapeshifter. Because I for some reason I got smoking with you, but you got the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. It's time that you start stepping into your gifts. You're very gifted yourself, and you keep hiding behind that. So they want you to start, sh- start stepping into your power and using your gifts, and stop smoking. They want you to stop smoking for one thing, and the other thing is they want you to start exploring your gifts because you are very very talented healer and you haven't been doing it to the best of your ability. So they want you to start exploring that, connecting with that. And you have a very unique way of doing your healing. So it's almost like getting in touch. Oh, my cat's in the middle here. But it's almost like getting in touch with your ancestors and using the ancestral healing line. My cat. Yeah. Well, a lot of times when well, that's probably why they want you to stop smoking because you've been sick. And the other thing is sometimes when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, your body knows that and it will actually make you sick. So, so yeah. So start tapping into your healing ability. You can actually do it. You can actually vibrationally heal yourself. But they do want you to stop smoking as well, which is good. If you've stopped, there was a reason behind that. So I hope that resonates with you, Cassandra. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Then the card was native too. So get in touch with that. 100%. So I said the person next was I think it was Jessica Lynn. And then all right, so Jessica, whoa. Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. Oh, you got the same one as Natalie. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So it's like it's not so much just ancestral patterns, but it's like you've fallen into a different. You've fallen into a rut. Getting it's almost like you've fallen into a rut. It's almost like you're gotten stuck. So they want you to stop doing the same thing, wishing for a different outcome. So they're wanting you to get off of this kind of merry-go-round that you've put yourself on. Start in order for you to bring changes on, you have to change what you're doing. So get off of that, change those patterns, and you'll start to see things manifest for you differently. So I hope that resonates there with you, Melissa. You're welcome, Cassandra. Let me see who's next after Melissa. Okay, Jessica. I glad it did. So Melissa's going to be next. I was saying Jessica and then I was saying Melissa at the same time. So Melissa, you're going to be next. I hope you're still on. If you're still on, Melissa, let me know in the comments. So that way I know you're still on, Melissa. If you're not still watching, I'll move on to the next person. Which would be Oh, okay. Got you, Melissa. Okay, Melissa. I'm gonna go with Melissa. There's a lot of people that are going through the same thing. This again, drop your shields, a protection guardian. Drop your shields. It's like you're protected. I'm just trying to tune in with this one, what this actually, hold on a second, Melissa. Is that for you? I don't know. For some reason, I need to pull another card for you, Melissa. It's like you got these two. And this one is protection guardian. So it tells you to drop your shield, like, because you're protected. So it's like, literally, it's you've been cocooning yourself, and it's like it's time to trust the energy around you. But then they also had me draw this one, which is Lord, take charge with authority. It's almost like you need to find your voice. So I don't know if you've been letting other people make decisions for you, and they need you to stop letting that. They need you to start taking charge of your life and start taking charge of your own decisions. Yeah, well, you need to do, Dana, you need to do a higher garden, because it's almost like they keep showing me like you growing your own stuff, and there's a reason behind it, and it might be just because of some of the things that are coming down the pike here that we don't know about with the tariffs and everything, but with the cost of food. But with you, they're encouraging you to start growing some of your stuff. So that resonates. Okay. For some reason, they had me pick both of these cards for you, and they go hand in hand. So you're protected. And even though it's saying to drop your shield, it's not. They're just letting you know that you are protected, but you need to start using your voice. Okay, Melissa? My cat's just playing havoc here. All right, so let me look the next person here. Roseanne. Okay, Roseanne, if you're still on, give me Roseanne and then Debbie next. So Roseanne, if you're still watching, give me a thumbs up or say hello, just so I can make sure that you're here, so I can pull a card for you. If not, I'll just go to Debbie. Oh, Roseanne is okay. Okay, Roseanne. Ah! I don't know how to shuffle cards. Okay, Roseanne. Oh my, what is it with these women? I shuffled the cards and you got the same one, Roseanne, about trusting. A lot of people here have trust issues. It's not just trusting, but it's also protecting. So they want you guys to know that you're protected. So this is for you, Roseanne. It's like they want you to know that you're protected. So a lot of some of the things that that you're having a hard time going forward with or trying to make the decisions, they're wanting you to know they've got your back. You're protected. So go forward and make the decisions that you need to make, knowing that it's going to turn out okay. As long as you put in that intention and that you're protected with that. So I hope that resonates with you. This card has come up like 3 4 times, so and I keep shuffling the deck. It's not like I'm pulling from somewhere else. So isn't yeah, I know. A lot of times people that have the same vibration, well, the vibe comes together. All right, and I'm just pulling it out. So um Krista, did I miss you? Did you want a card? I said I was going to go to. You're welcome, Roseanne. That's great, Cassandra. Who did I say was going to go next? I think it was Debbie. Yes, Debbie. Debbie, if you're still here, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm losing track. Thanks, Cassandra. Okay, you're good. Okay. Debbie, here you go. Debbie. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Charlene Master. Be graceful in movement and action. This one, it's even though it says it's Shalom Master, graceful, be graceful in movement and action. But this is more about you taking this is with you is more about health. So I don't know if you haven't been if you're having issues with your legs with moving and stuff, but this is about getting actually now that the weather is better, is getting moving because yeah, they just keep showing me you. I hate to say exercising, but going for walks and getting the movement going in your body, because it's almost like things are just stuck, and getting some of that energy out, um, and start walking again. And a lot of it is just not just for physical health, but also for your mental health. They're indicating that as well. So that's what they're encouraging you with that. So hope that resonates with you. Krista. Krista needs to take care of that ghost that's in the bakery. We'll see. We'll see what comes up for you, Krista. Yes, seriously. Guardian angel, you're not alone. The guardian angel, you're not alone. You're never alone. But it's almost like they want you to start tuning into them more. But also, I don't know if you keep asking for signs. Um, I don't know if you keep asking for signs from people that have passed. They're just wanting you to know that you're not alone, that they're sending you signs. Sometimes you're not paying attention to them. But they just want you to know that they're always there for you. They're watching out. So this is the sign, girl. You've got a feather, everything. You're not alone. They're with you all of the time. So here's your sign that they're together. So do you see numbers a lot? Like 444 at all, Krista? Or repeating numbers? It could be anything. I don't know why I said 444, but you have that tattoo on your arm. Okay. So that is a sign. There you go. You find dimes. Perfect. So they're just letting you know that you're never alone. They hear you and they are responding. So whether it's dimes or yes, that's exactly what they're doing in odd places, so that you can't say, oh, that's just a coincidence. So they're always around, and I get a dad figure for you, or a male figure. So I don't know if it's your dad that's passed or your grandfather, but there is a male figure that is quite close to you, that's constantly sending you these different signs and things like that. Um, so yeah. So Cassandra's like, let's do it. I can go in and see about the spirit. You get cracking on that. Oh, Debbie, you've been having foot issues. That makes sense. That makes sense why they said for you to go with grace. So start doing the exercises and start walking it, but be careful so you don't re-injure yourself. Um, Kathy, I did a card for you. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that makes sense then. Okay. Well, he's I don't know if you call him your guardian angel or not. But that's your sign to say that he's here. So so there you go. So I'll pull Kathleen a card for Kathleen. Let's see what Kathleen's is. These two are together. I wonder if they're both split. Well, Kathleen, you got these two cards. One's it's a broken arrow. It says, embrace the energy of peace. So, and the other one says, it's a traveler, move in the new direction. So it's time to move in a new direction, but to do it peacefully. You need to find your peace. You need to figure out what it is that you want. And then you're going to be guided into going into this new direction. So it's time to go into this new direction. It's time to go peacefully. It's time to center yourself and see exactly what it is that you want to do. But you're going to have to sit down. But that's what they're encouraging you to do. So embrace the energy of peace. Okay. I think we're all caught up. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Like I said, thank you everybody who's bought tickets for for the Beyond the Veil. There's only it's like I said, there's only 12 people. Once it's done, everybody gets a reading at that one, so it's a smaller one. It's a much smaller event. May will be doing a bigger event, but it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be at the winery again, but it's going to be something different. Um, and then also I have the evolution of the spirit circle. Cheryl, I'll pull a card for you in a minute. Where it's where it's a combination of online and in person spirit psychic readings. I mean psychic readings. Learning to be a psychic, opening up, embracing your intuition. I'll teach you all that. So it's a great thing. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. That's awesome. Can't wait to meet you in person. Okay, Cheryl, this one's for you. And if you guys like the lives and everything that I do, please like and share my page and tag your friends, tag everybody, tell your mom, tell your dad. No, okay. So Cheryl, what's yours? Exchange energy to create abundance. Well, this one's a trader. So it's almost like there's going to be a career change for you. So it's like changing that energy to create abundance. So start looking into different things that you enjoy doing and what you want to do in order to create that abundance, which is really career change for you. So I don't know if you're looking into changing your career or if you've got a different job or not, but that's pretty much what they're encouraging you. So to bring in the abundance. I hope that resonates there with you, Cheryl. So I think I got everybody. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I can't wait to meet every guys. That's awesome, Cheryl. I'm sending you great vibes for that. Um, so thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys on my next live. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do more than one a week, just if I have the energy. It's draining, but hopefully I can do some more card pulls for you guys because this is fun. And like I said, I can't wait to see everybody at the Beyond the Veil. Have a good night. Bye.